DreAllDay.com.
DreAllDay.com. Topic of this video is do not be that friend, or don't be that acquaintance is really the way I should say it, but we'll say that friend because it's a shorter word. And this is to, let me ask a question. Does any of you know somebody who is a acquaintance? You probably wouldn't even call them a friend because, or maybe they were a friend at some point, but they kind of got downgraded from friend to acquaintance because they have this habit that you may reach out to them, send them a text message just to see how they're doing, call them just to say what's up, maybe try to arrange a time to meet with them, maybe have lunch, just catch up, see what's going on in each other's lives, and you don't really hear from them. You don't hear back from them. They might hit you back a week later or 10 days later or a month later and not even acknowledge the fact that they never even responded to your outreach. But then on the other side, on the other hand, when they need something or want something, they're reaching out to you. Like they'll send you a text message, they'll send you another text message, they'll call you, they might show up at your house if they know where you live and be all over you for you to respond when they want or need something. But when you're reaching out to them just as a friend, just to stay in touch, you don't hear anything from these individuals. You know anybody who fits that description? All of you probably know someone like that. And the point of this video is not only to describe that and why it's something that you want to make sure that you probably don't want to have these people around you in your life anyway. You probably already know that, but also to make sure you don't become one of them. That's the most important part of this. It's not about them, that other person that we're talking about, this nameless, faceless individual. It's about making sure you are not that person. You don't want to be that guy or that girl who other people are looking at you like, you only hear from this person when they want something or they need something, but then otherwise I might as well not even exist to them. You don't want to be this person. So I know people who do this, and these kind of people you don't want to have around you because again, they're like, they only reach out when they want something, when it's something that they can get out of you. But otherwise, when it comes to just being a friend, and sometimes you reach out to a friend just to say hello, hey, what's up? How you doing? How your kids doing? What are you doing at work? How's your career going? What are you working on? You going on a vacation? How'd that thing go? The last time I talked to you, you were about to do this thing and that thing. How'd it go? What's coming up next? Just checking on people, just to check on them. That's what friends do. But if you're not being a friend, that's when you're only looking at people transactionally. And you never want any kind of relationship to become a transaction. This can be an intimate relationship, a friendship, even in business. Even though in business we are doing transactions, you don't want all your business relationships to feel like transactions. Like every time you talk to a person, you got to get something and they got to get something. Otherwise, you won't deal with them or associate with them. Now, some people you do business with is going to be like that. Those people aren't your friends. People who are your friends in business, you are having communication with them even when you don't need anything or not getting anything, and they don't need anything and they are not getting anything. That's completely fine if this person's going to be a friend. You got to figure out, well, who are your actual friends and who ain't. That's really what you got to figure out. Those are decisions that you're going to have to make. And the easy way to make these decisions is look around at the communication that you're having with these folks. Are they keeping up with their relationship or are they not? And this also applies for those of you who have audiences in business. So if you have a YouTube channel or you have an email list, YouTube can be an example of this, but YouTube's not the best example. Let's say you have an email list and you have products and services that you sell. So let's say you sell a coaching program, or you sell courses, or you're a person who writes books, or you got a book on the way, whatever item that you might be selling to an audience. What you don't want to be is a person who is only reaching out to your audience when you're ready for them to pull out their credit cards and buy something from you. You don't want to be some people call this the fair weather friend, right? They only reach out when it's something that they want or need, or you don't need anything. When you need something, this person is nowhere to be heard. You couldn't get them on the phone if your life depended on it when you need something, but when they need something, they're following up with you crazy as if life cannot go on until you respond to them. But this is the only time you hear from them. You don't want to do this in your business either. So I'm a person who sells things online. I have coaching programs, I have courses, I got all kinds of stuff that I sell. However, I am always consistently reaching out to my audience even when I'm not selling anything. Actually, that's actually not true. I'm always offering something. I always give you something that you can do. In my business, one of my principles is that anytime I reach out to you, I always give you something that you can do next. You get in my text community, I'll tell you about my podcast. If I'm not on YouTube, I tell people, hey, I'm on YouTube, or I got a podcast, or I tell you that I have my university, and the next step to working with me is in the university. Any of you watch my videos, you probably hear me talk about that all the time, but it's not like if you don't do it, I'm not going to put out another video, right? How many times do you hear people talk about something, don't do it, and then maybe the 51st time you hear about it, you might actually go do something. So everybody's at a different stage and at a different point. And I only offer that as at the end. This is a call to action. Hey, here's my book. Hey, here's my text community. Hey, here's my university. But I still just gave you 10 minutes of value in the actual content of the video. The video wasn't about my university. The video was about whatever I'm talking about. And at the end, I'll throw out that thing. The whole point is you got to be giving value to any relationship that you have consistently, even when it's not about your gain, even when it's not about some transaction that you are trying to complete and get something for yourself. Because if you don't do this, and I believe it was Stephen Covey in his book, he talked about this. It might have been Covey, it might have been somebody else. But he talked about the relationship bank account. And every time you try to get people to do something for you, you ask somebody to do you a favor, you ask somebody, hey, I need you to do something because I need something, and they do it, or even if you ask and they don't do it, what you're doing is making a withdrawal from your bank account. You're taking money out of the account. Now, any of you don't have to be a finance major to understand that if you have an account and all you do is make withdrawals from that account, eventually there's not going to be any money left in the account. You can no longer withdraw. You will overdraw the account, or your withdrawals are going to get rejected because there's not enough money in there to cover what you're asking to take out. You also need to be making deposits into your bank accounts, into your relationship accounts, meaning a text message just to check on somebody, a phone call just to see, hey, how you doing, what's up, what you been up to, just checking on you, just wanted to talk to you for no reason. Hey, let's go meet up and have lunch, or hey, I know it's your kid's birthday, I want to send them something for their birthday, send somebody a gift, reaching out to them on their birthday, anything. Those are all deposits into the relationship. And ideally, again, you don't have to be a finance expert to understand this, you want to be making more deposits into your relationships than you are making withdrawals into your relationships, because that means the account is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So if and when there comes a time in your life when you need to make a withdrawal, maybe a big withdrawal, you got so many deposits made in there that you make enough calls, somebody's gonna have enough to cover what you got to pull out. Everybody get what I'm saying? So the thesis of this conversation here is that you want to be consistently making deposits into your accounts. So all of you, here's your call to action from this video. Everyone watching this video has a friend, a family member, a business connection that you want to maintain that relationship for whatever reason. Excuse me. You want to maintain that relationship for whatever reason, but you haven't made a deposit into that relationship in a while. You haven't made a deposit into that account. You haven't reached out to that person. You haven't talked to them. And hey, let's be honest, they haven't reached out to you and tried to talk to you either. But I'm going to put it on you to be the bigger person, be the initiator, be the person who takes control of the situation. You reach out to them. Send a text message to 3 people right now who you need to get in touch with. Send a DM. Put it in your notes to make a phone call to somebody that you need to talk to, that you haven't talked to in a while, that you know you need to, because you need to maintain that relationship, because there's going to come a time when you need that relationship. So you need to make the deposits now before you need something. So you don't seem like this person who is just reaching out to them because it's something that you want. So then when there is something that you want, you can call on them and you can expect a favorable exchange, favorable situation. All that said, I already told you what to do, number one. Next thing you can do is text me. Let me know you got value from this video, and so you can get my daily motivation text that I send out for free every single morning straight to your phone. My number is 305-384-6894. Send that out every day. You'll get the next one. Just text me at that number. The link's down below. And Work on Your Game University, that's where you can take the next step to working with me directly. That's the only place you can work with me directly. Also got a course in there called People Skills. That course is all about leadership, building rapport, building relationships, maintaining relationships, and just your overall people skills and dealing with human beings, which we all need to do. Even though We have social media, and you can do a lot of things passively through your phone. You still need the people skills to know how to deal with human beings, because you're gonna move forward in life. It's all about relationships. So we got a course in there called People Skills that'll help you with that as well. All of that is at Work on Your Game University. That link is also down below in the description to this video. Work on your game. Dre, all